All right, let's take a look
is
at this.
wrong.
We found the most
Fundamentally,
corrupt
American
stock
people know
traders.
it's wrong.
When people think of the best investor in the world, the person who knows the stock market best, they often think of Warren Buffett. Buffett
Okay.
regularly beats the market with his investments, netting about a 19% return, which is pretty good.
Well, what
If
was
you
that
put your
Shark
money
Tank
in an
guy's
index
name? I
fund,
forget.
you'll
The
often
other
get
guy,
about
not
10%
just
a
Warren
year.
Buffett.
So Warren Buffett nearly doubles that. Not
Larry
bad.
Fink?
But there is one group
That
that
guy?
beats the market by even wider margins, taking in massive
That guy
profits.
too?
They aren't math
Right, all the
geniuses, they aren't
Shark Tank
experts in
people.
statistics,
All
and
those
they aren't using an algorithm
business
developed
etiquette
by
people.
some tech startup. And they don't work at a stock exchange on the trading floor. They work here, on the floor of Congress. They're your elected representatives, and they are beating the market.
Oh
by
shit, it's
margins that make
Pelosi.
Even Warren Buffett look like an absolute chump. We get questions from you. Our
Yeah,
audience, quite a lot,
apparently
about how
Ilhan
members of
Omar
Congress
is
get
doing
so
some
rich.
like underhanded
After all,
shit
they have
too.
a fixed salary. They can't
I don't
have
know
a
if
bunch of income
they're
on the
doing
side
stock
or
trade
just
or what,
have
but
another job.
they somehow got a
Turns
lot of
out,
money,
the
or
answer is a
their
little
net
boring.
worth is
It's
fucking
mostly
astronomical.
Be rich already before you're
compared to
elected
other
Congress, have a rich spouse, and maybe write a weird book. But there's another big part of the answer, and it's all of this. Play the stock market and do it better than almost anyone else.
Yeah.
So how are members of Congress doing this? Did we accidentally elect generationally talented stock traders? Or is something else happening here beneath the surface?
Well, I mean, they could
This
be
is a look at how members of Congress
fucking with
get
the
rich
market,
through
right?
some of their most suspicious recent stock
Insider
trades,
trading.
and what, if anything, can be done about it.
And the reason for all of this is that
Also,
quite
when they
frankly,
make the
members of this body are
policies
privy to
for like
information
some of
that the
these
normal
companies to
person
like
just is not.
do
But then we
shit,
have plenty of protections.
Like, yeah,
we
they
have
could
the
be getting
disclosure.
paid
This
off.
is a completely unnecessary piece of
I
legislation.
mean, just look at
We
Big
signed up for
Pharma
this
with
job. We knew what the pay
right,
was. It isn't
Elizabeth
we're
Warren
gonna pay
and
you this much
fucking
plus corruption.
How many people in the audience? How many of you
right,
don't
with
want to make
some
money?
of these other people too.
Anybody want to be poor? I don't.
Fucking Bernie Sanders, the oligarchy. Yeah.
I'm going to take you back
The
to
oligarchy
February
is coming.
2020. At this point, nobody in the public really knows just how bad this whole coronavirus thing would be. But if you were a US senator who sits on the intelligence and health committees, like Richard Burr, who gets confidential briefings on threats to the US, you might have a pretty good idea of what's coming. Publicly, at the time, Burr seemed confident that this COVID situation wasn't that bad, that the US was ready. On February 7th, he wrote an op-ed for Fox News saying just as much. But on February 13th, just a day later, Burr was dumping his entire portfolio, selling off a ton of stock, potentially up to $1.7 million worth. But here's the thing. He did all of this while the market was at an all-time high. Why would he do that? Maybe because he was receiving closed-door briefings telling him that this virus was going to be bad for the US economy in a big way. Soon after, the market did crash, the economy did shut down, and Senator Burr miraculously dodged the financial ruin that many of his constituents felt at that time. Now, if you're thinking to yourself, that sounds like it should be illegal, I had the same reaction, and you would be right, sort of. You see, in the United States, we have laws against what we call insider trading.
The buying and selling of stock by corporate insiders who have access to non-public information that could affect the stock price can be a criminal offense.
Now, I don't work for the FBI, but to my untrained eye, this looks a lot like a politician using his insider knowledge to dump his entire stock portfolio before a market crash, all while assuring the public that everything was okay. Apparently, the FBI disagreed because after conducting an investigation, all charges were dropped against Senator Burr and they found no wrongdoing. He got off completely scot-free, which is shocking.
I mean,
to me.
Pelosi's getting
We have a
off
specific
scot-free.
law against insider trading just for members of
all
Congress.
these guys, right?
It's
All
called
these
the Stop
politicians that
Stop
are
trading on congressional
stock
knowledge.
trading and
Cute,
they're
I
doing
know.
like that
But
shit,
to
right?
me, this law looks like
doing
it
some shady
doesn't
shit.
work at all.
Because some of these
here's
guys
the
enact
thing.
policies that
Senator
help these
Burr,
big tech
he's not the
companies and
exception.
right these
To better understand how
real
widespread
estate
this issue
company,
is,
right?
and if one party
It
is
helps
doing
the
it
stock,
more
the
than
right, the
other,
people
I
who
sat
are
down
in
with
the
Chris
public
Kardashian
stock
of
market.
Quiver Quantitative, a company that uses alternative
So, yeah, they
public
have
data
a
sources
vested
to help
interest to
retail
fuck with the
investors make
markets.
better decisions. Because apparently, one of the best ways to do that is by tracking members of Congress.
Last year, we launched a portfolio on an app called Autopilot. Every month, it buys stock in the companies that are being bought the most by members of Congress. And since we've launched that last year, it's risen around 33%, I believe, whereas the market is up around 24% over the same time frame.
Is either political party worse on this? Does one party trade more than the other one?
We haven't seen any sort of lean one way or the other. We see suspicious trades on both sides of the aisle.
Are there any other examples of trades that you've been watching recently that you could walk us through?
Back in November, we noticed Representative Debbie Wasserman Schultz buying stock in a company called Viasat.
Yeah, Wasserman
And it really
Schultz,
caught our eye
yeah,
'cause it was
she's
the first
shady
time
as
we'd
fuck,
seen
dude.
her buy the stock, and it was the first time we'd seen any member buy the stock.
Okay, so Debbie Wasserman Schultz sits on the Appropriations Committee and the Subcommittee on Military Construction. That's not a good look right off the bat.
And then in December, it was announced that
Yeah, some of
Viasat
these
would be
people
awarded
have
part of,
stock,
like, a
right,
$4
stocks
billion
in
NASA
right
contract, and
right in
the stock
the
just
military
rose.
industrial
Looks like they got
complex.
another big contract
Pharmaceutical
also with the
companies,
Department of
right? They
Defense
literally
right
have
after the
stock in
NASA
these
contract.
companies.
A
Why
couple
wouldn't they
years ago,
fucking
we saw
fuck with it?
Representative Susie Lee buy stock in a company called Rheinmetall, which is a German defense contractor, which, I mean, that rang alarm bells for us, because it's like, it was a stock
Yeah.
we hadn't really seen any members trade before, and obviously very tied into
Yeah.
U.S. defense policy.
Looks like they're doing a lot of work with the
I mean, just look at what happened to like the big tech companies like Meta and all when they were trying to
Susie Lee
censor
sat
Trump.
on a committee on
and
military
Elon Musk,
construction.
or-
And since then, the stocks are
Right, Twitter,
250%.
censoring people.
Last year, we saw Senator Markwayne Mullin buy stock.
They were
in a
even
company
trying
called
to
Badger
debunk
Meter,
Trump
which
at
really
one
caught our
point.
attention because Badger Meter makes automated water meters, and Senator Markwayne Mullin sits on the Senate Committee on Environment and Public Works, and we learned that the EPA had recently passed a mandate basically encouraging cities to switch to automated water meters. The year following the trade, Badger Meter stock rose around 40% before Senator Markwayne Mullin closed his position. In April of this year, we saw Marjorie Taylor Greene buying up stock in dozens of different companies, and
Yeah.
a lot of them were companies which we hadn't seen her buy before, and we hadn't seen almost any members of Congress buy before. So there's one company which stood out to us in particular, which was
So why are
Restoration
they
Hardware, which
why are they
I'd heard
buying
of
these
just
stocks?
days earlier when the stock price had plummeted following like the Liberation Day tariff announcements.
Maybe they're
that
trying
was
to
when
get
Marjorie
some-
Taylor Greene decided she wanted
maybe
to buy
they're
the stock.
trying to-
And
yeah.
then over the next, I think,
Buy
week,
stock
when
there
the tariff
at the
announcements started
lowest
get
to make
rolled
some
back,
profit.
The stock rose like 30%. I think by
Yeah,
our estimates,
it
in
made
total, she made
profit,
around
in a sense.
$100,000 off of all of those trades she made during the tariff dip. She's claimed that those trades were made by her financial advisor.
Guess what he did? He bought the dip, and that's what
He
anybody
bought
that
the
has
dip,
any
yeah,
financial sense does.
Uh-huh.
The market's gonna be going down.
I'm sorry, but you Republicans and fucking Democrats are
55
shady as
days,
fuck.
2,200 trades, millions and millions of dollars. Are members of Congress just day traders?
We've been seeing a lot of crypto trades recently.
President Trump is also taking a victory lap today, signing into law the first ever major federal cryptocurrency legislation.
And trading meme coins in general definitely. made
Yeah,
us a hot job.
even they're getting into crypto. Correct.
This all feels so obvious.
Okay.
I mean,
let's
even
stop
Trump
there.
made a crypto
After
coin,
talking to
right? They
Chris
made
about these
a
trades,
they
I
made
was
a
little
literal
confused and honestly
government-backed
pretty
crypto
frustrated.
coin.
I have to wonder,
Like,
how is nobody going to jail for this?
Insider trading is really hard to prove. You need to show not only did somebody have material, non-public information that could have informed a particular stock trade, but you need to show that they made the stock trade because of that information. So in the
Oh, yeah,
rare
it's a
instances
20
where we
what was
do
it,
see members of
20
Congress
ERC?
getting convicted of
So it's going
insider
off
trades,
the
it's usually
Ethereum
because They made a
blockchain.
phone call to somebody,
So it's a
or
part
they
of the
wrote a
Ethereum
text or
network.
sent an email.
Okay, so maybe we can't prove insider
So
trading
basically,
in
it's
any of
well
these cases,
regulated in a
But
sense.
even if you don't buy this story that I'm telling you, even if you think that members of Congress are some of the most talented stock traders in the world, without backgrounds in finance and without trading on insider information, I would say two things. One, even the appearance of trading on insider information is a bad look. It erodes
Correct.
public trust in government. And two, members of Congress holding massive amounts of stock in American companies will likely impact their behavior, consciously or unconsciously.
Correct.
According to the data
And
that we looked at,
think about it,
Democrats
right?
love
Not even
owning tech
America.
stocks.
What
We're
if they're
talking
investing in
NVIDIA, Google,
overseas
Apple,
companies and then they
Palantir.
keep trying to
It's
invest?
all over these disclosures.
Why do you
So
think
is it
these
any
people have
wonder
gone
that we have such a
overseas
hard
and
time
taking all the
regulating these
jobs?
massive tech companies in the
Right?
United States?
Why are all the
would members of
production
Congress
jobs,
vote against
or
their
why
own
are all the
portfolios?
production
Members of
facilities,
Congress
not in
should
America
not be allowed
anymore.
to own stock in the
Oh, I
companies
wonder.
that they are tasked to regulate.
I
And
wonder.
it turns out the vast majority of Americans agree with this sentiment.
Because you can make
Even
a
the
lot
Speaker
more
of the
money
House,
over there
Mike
than-
Johnson thinks congressional
compared
trading
to
should
coming
be
to
banned.
America and making all the production facilities here and investing here.
Impropriety here, okay? But the other
That's
side
why
of
they
it, some
did it
people
over
say,
there, because you can make
well,
more
look,
money
you know, the
through stock
salary of
trading
Congress has been frozen since
or
2009.
options or whatever.
You know, when you adjust for inflation,
Especially when it's options trading. Oh, man, if you have
I'm a little
insider
less
knowledge, oh my
sympathetic than
goodness,
he is for the poor members of
you'd be
Congress
one
who
rich
need sketchy
motherfucker,
trading
right?
to get by on their meager
$30,000
$174,000 per year
Ilhan
salary,
Omar,
which is more than
somehow.
double the average American household.
Marjorie
by the way. Even
Taylor
the president
Greene
said that he would
somehow
sign a ban
got a lot
on
of money
congressional
from
stock
the
trading
stocks.
if it was to land on his desk.
Pelosi?
So what's the whole?
Pelosi's
Well, it turns out
like
there's
all
a lot of
stocks
disagreement on what
at
an
this
actual
point.
solution looks like.
And you can see that reflected in the
Like
debates
one of the
in
dumbest
Congress about
politicians.
stock trading this summer.
I sold all my marketable securities.
Just drunk all the
converted
time.
to cash. That hasn't done real well.
People don't believe that we are here for the right reasons. We have a problem.
Okay, we're going to break down the three camps for you.
The first camp thinks there's no problem, that members of Congress aren't insider trading, that the Stock Act works just fine.
Would you vote for a ban on Congress members?
Oh, it's Dan Crenshaw,
This
the
is
guy
like
who got his eye
number
fucked
1,000
in.
on my priority list of things to care about. This is
I'm
one of those
sorry.
stupid things that I've been dragged through the mud on. You know how much fucking money I've ever had in the stock market? About $20,000, and yet I've been dragged through the mud on this as if like there's some insider trading.
I need to make a call real quick.
Well, I mean, it's because your other colleagues
Hey,
are
Chris,
causing
it's
issues.
Trevor. I'm just wondering, how much does Dan Crenshaw have in the market?
So we currently estimate that Dan Crenshaw has around $76,000
Yeah.
in stocks.
I mean, that's not
a couple years ago.
I mean, sure,
he
it's
had
not as
probably
much as
upwards
some
of
of these other fucking people, but it's still a fair amount.
The second camp thinks that there
Right.
definitely is a problem. They want a ban on congressional stock trading, and they think that family members of these elected representatives should probably be banned from trading stocks too.
Our
Yeah.
job is to try to anticipate.
Yeah, I bet
and legislate
AOC's
for
got
what
a
we
lot
see
of
is
stuff.
coming. And we should not have the ability to
I bet
both
she's got the
have
stock.
access to that information and be able to hold and trade individual stock.
The third camp is more mixed. They think that there is a problem, but they don't think that family members should be banned from trading stocks, or they think it might be okay
Well, I
for
mean,
members of Congress to use blind trusts.
If the
for their
family
investments.
members are doing,
So
they
until more
can't.
members of Congress
If you're
coalesce around one of these
divulging
camps,
like
we're
key
kind of
information to
stuck.
do, like
And the reason
right
for all
to
of
get
this
your
is that, quite
fucking
frankly, members of this
significant
body
other
are
to buy
privy
it.
to information
that's,
that the normal
that's
person
shady as
just
fuck,
is
dude.
not.
So again, we have plenty of
Right,
protections. We
you
have
have
the
insider
disclosure.
information.
This is a
You should be
completely
barred from fucking
unnecessary piece of
doing any
legislation.
stock trading or anything
It's going
like
to create
that.
all kinds of unintended consequences.
Because
How
you're
many
already
people in
making
the
so
audience, how
much
many
money
people
off
don't wanna make money?
policy making.
Anybody
Like
want to
you,
be poor?
no, that's bullshit.
I don't.
There have been 19 bills that I could find in the House and Senate that have been introduced. Not a single one of them has been brought to a full floor vote. Now instead, we're busy arguing about whether or not the president and the vice president should be included in the ban, which of course they should.
Yeah. What?
The current
like, what?
system
All
isn't
politicians
working.
should be banned from
Sure,
stock
members
market
of
trading.
Congress have to
These
disclose their
motherfuckers are
trades
writing
now.
laws
So
to
we're not
fucking
really
change the playing
stopping this
field all the
troubling
fucking
behavior.
time.
We're just
Obviously, they
putting
should
a
be
timetable
barred.
on it. They're doing it out in the open.
Jesus.
The Stock Act has clearly failed. It hasn't restored
They have a
public
vested
trust in our
interest to
elected
fuck with these
officials.
companies
But you
to
know what
make
might
them
help?
rich.
A ban.
And to fuck with
If
other
you'll
people
excuse
too
me
if they
until
wanted
then,
to.
I'm gonna have to
I
go
mean,
put my
just look at what they're
savings
trying
in
to
one
do
of
with
those
Trump.
trackers
They're trying to
that
fuck with
follows
him.
Nancy Pelosi's stock trades.
They're trying to take away all of his money so he can't fucking do anything. This is right. You want warfare? This is warfare, motherfuckers. You fucking rip these people out.
Thanks so much
They're
for
doing
watching.
shady shit.
If
Fuck
you like
that.
that story, be sure to like and subscribe so you get more Perfect Union directly in your feed. And if you have ideas for stories that you would like us to investigate, be sure to drop them in the comments below.
There you have it. Who needs conspiracy theories when you have Congress? Exactly. Yeah, it's like when people think of conspiracy theories, it's like, why are you going to conspiracy theories? The motherfucker's right in front of your face doing shady shit right in front of you. What do you need conspiracy theories for? Anyways, there you have it. There you have it. That was More Perfect Union. That was a good video. Basically touched on a lot of topics and kind of like a in-depth analysis on a topic, you know. There you have it. If you want to check them out, there you have it. Give them like